Hi and welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Emily. In this video I will be sharing how you can create a fun background using watercolors, and to have some cute critters on this card I'm using Miss Ink's stamp set. This one is called Wolf Pack, and I will also be using one of Miss Ink's stencils called Rainbow Paws. And you can see I just colored all of these beautiful wolves in off camera. You can see some of the markers that I use to the right, and then I'm just using a white gel pen to highlight it. So here you can see a piece of watercolor paper that I'm spritzing generously with some water. And here is a watercolor palette from Altenew. This is a really old one. I have been using it a lot. And I'm just taking a brush and going in the rainbow order and picking my colors out. And you can see I'm having a wet paper here, so the colors go on nicely. And I have a bowl of clear water that I am dipping my brush into as well. And you will see I will just continue going in this motion. I'm just pressing my brush into the color, and then I'm bringing some more water just to make it spread a little bit more. And I will not fuss too much about with this. You can see the colors are pretty much doing itself for me. I'm just dabbing off some of the colors where I'm thinking that they probably would create some muddy colors, and I don't like that, so I'm going in and taking away some of the colors. And when I didn't let this dry, but when I had gone around my whole panel, I went in again to this wet panel with the same color just to intensify it a lot more. Because I knew at this point that I wanted to create sort of a reversed rainbow. So I'm having my background colored in the rainbow colors, and my rainbow will be in white sparkle. So I am just making sure that I have a lot of intensity with my white rainbow and everything, so that it will not get lost. And with watercolors you want to actually use a lot of pigment, because sometimes, or every time that they dry, they sort of mute out. And here I'm just checking with my stencil, making sure that I have the entire surface covered before I stopped painting. So here's the stencil that we're gonna use, and I'm using my magnets just to hold it in place. And then I will use some paste here, and just run it through my stencil with my palette knife here. So I'm doing this really carefully. If I would do this, I probably would use some pixie spray. Pixie spray is really hard to come by in Sweden, so I am sort of hoarding it. But I am you should use it if you have it in your stash. But it went nicely, and then I can just peel it off, and you can see how everything looks. And this was a bold move to lay it all back when everything was wet, but I actually managed to do it without ruining my panel. I had some products that went outside line, so I'm just scooping it up, and then I dipped all of my panel into some glitter and let it dry. And I'm sorry my camera died when I did that, but it wasn't anything special to see. I just dipped some glitter on top of it. It was some glitter from Lawn Fawn. So that was pretty much the whole process there. And then I will play around with all of my cute and now fussy cutted out images for my panel here. And I just played around. I had so many of these cute wolves to play with, but I decided to only use a couple of them on this panel, and I saved them. And a tip is to save your extra bits on the back of your stamp set, just so when you're going to create a new project with that particular stamp set, you will be happy surprised to see I'm sorry, that little wolf got stuck on top of my hand. You will see all of your already pretty and colored images, and that maybe can get you more inspired to create. I really like when I am finding these bits and pieces that I have already colored. It gives me always a kickstart to create a new project, and I sort of enjoy that, not always having to color and fussy cut and doing all of those steps. That is not my favorite thing to do with a project. My favorite thing is doing exactly this, putting everything together and seeing how the project turned out. So here it is. I finished it off with a sentiment from that same stamp set, and that was it. I hope you liked this project. If you did, please give this a video a thumb up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. And all of the products that I used in this video will be linked down below. And there is also a coordinating blog post that I will be linking to if you want to see some more close-ups of this project. Until next time, have a great day. Bye!